Hey Chris, Beyond the Veil again. I mean, what else are you supposed to claim? I mean, I'm not using your trademark, I'm not using your watermark or anything like that. I mean, that's insanity to think that you're the only one in this world that can use Beyond the Veil. I mean, what contract did I sign with you that agrees to that term? I mean, you launch a complaint against me at YouTube because I'm using the words Beyond the Veil? I mean, that's a politician for crying out loud, where you think that the party A, you, and party B, the other party that's not me, and party C, who is me, how that somehow that contract that you have between party A and party B is applicable to party C. How? I didn't agree to that. I've never agreed to silence his compliance. I've never agreed that if I don't say no, it's an auto yes. That's insanity. I mean, if you think that your contract with someone I don't know, that doesn't represent me in any way, shape, or form, somehow is valid towards me. What are you talking about, dude? I mean, you come up to me, the very first thing I ask you is what this contract is. And your comment is, well, I don't have to abide by contract. My contract with so-and-so says this. You don't know what you're talking about. Guess what? I do know what I'm talking about. And I've shown you that. I mean, and you're now saying that, oh no, I can't keep up with your contract law and everything else, so you're going to have to talk to my intellectual property rights manager. Guess what? It's not a song, dude. No song. It's not a song. I ain't impeaching or I ain't treading on your song. That's what intellectual property right is. I ain't using your program. Guess what? That's intellectual property. Words aren't. The phrase Beyond the Veil is older than you, dude. I mean, can't you come up with something original? Isn't that what you said? When people look for Beyond the Veil, they're not looking for a radio station. I mean, you're the mind reader here. You're the one who claims that you know what people are looking for when they're looking for Beyond the Veil. No, you don't. Only insane people think that they can read other people's minds. You're the one who accused me of breach of contract. You're the one who pretended to have this contract with me. I've demanded to see this contract. Or an apology. Hey, I mean, if you want to act like a politician, I will show the people exactly what a politician is. You. You know why? Because you sign a contract with someone else, you expect it to apply to people who've never agreed to that contract. That's insane, dude! Have you lost your marbles? To think that I need to abide by your contract. Hey, I'm party C. I didn't sign it. And it applies to me. Guess what? That means if it applies to me, you owe me half the value of that contract because I don't have to sign it for it to apply that way. You want to play that game? It works that way. You want to say that, well, I don't want to take this to court and stuff. You want to threaten me with police? Well, police don't follow the law. Of course not, because they don't have law. They have McDonald's codes that, like, you're trying to push on me that I've never agreed to. Yet they use this thing called services compliance. Services compliance. Guess what? You're the one who found it so offensive that you got your panties in a bunch and you filed a complaint on YouTube about a contract that is not real and then in your head. That's only in your head and your imagination, and you're going to claim property rights, intellectual property rights. Guess what? This phrase is older than you, boy. Aren't you original? Isn't that what you were complaining about me? You know what? If you have no clue, I've challenged you on your truth. I've challenged you to prove that you're truth. And I've challenged you to prove that there's only one light in the sky. And you won't touch it. And you ignore it. And you pretend that it wasn't said like a politician does. You pretend your actions, you can't be held accountable for your actions. Guess what? You're the one who pretends that this contract is real. You're the one who launched this complaint against me. How many other people have you done this to, Chris? How many other people have you silenced because it goes against what you and your religion state? There's people like Jews who call me an anti-Semite because I'm not a Jew. There's people in Christianity that call me a heretic because I'm not a Christian. You have these statists who call me a conspiracy theorist because I don't believe in the state. It's insane that you think because, oh, trademark, or trademark infringement. Guess what? That little blue thing down in the right-hand corner of the screen that has your fancy little labeling on it, that is what is called a trademark. That is what I have never infringed on. And guess what? You're not original. You're doing exactly the same thing as any other lying Jew out there does. Lie. You can't present this contract? Then you owe me a damn apology, boy. You want to pretend that you have a right, and the only right, to use beyond the veil because you're insane? Guess what? The words. If you're the only one who can use these words, you're a moron. You want to say you're with Truth Radio. Guess what? No, you're not. You're with Lie Radio. You want to sit there and lie and lie and lie. Guess what, Chris? I'm calling you out. I want you to present this contract that I signed with you. If not, guess what? You're the criminal. You're the one who's creating a false paradigm. Saying that, well, I have this trademark and you infringed on it by saying those words. No. Those words are older than you, boy. Those words were old when you were a baby sucking your thumb in diapers. Can't you come up with anything original, boy? Come on, I know, you're stupid, right? That's why you're going to have to pass this on to your intellectual property right individual. Because you're the one who screwed with the wrong person. You're the one who launched the complaint against me, not this person. You know why? This person would have realized, I'm not using a trademark. I'm not infringing on your trademark. And it is a trade, M-A-R-K, as in Mark of the Beast, dude. Do you get it? You marked yourself, not me. I'm not using a mark. Much less using your little mark, which will be accompanied in this video as a link to show exactly what I'm talking about. Because for some reason, you have this issue where you think that you're the only one who has a right to use certain words in a certain order. You want to know what that is? That is a Christian calling a Jew a heretic. That is a Jew calling a Christian an anti-Semite. You are trying to silence me because you don't like my message and it offends some of your people out there. Guess what? It's called freedom of speech, you idiot. If you can't deal with freedom of speech and you stand against it like you did with me, and you filed that complaint, you're not anything of what you pretend to be. And I'm calling you out, boy. I'm calling you out so that I can see this contract that you have with me. If not, you owe me a formal apology. And if you can't do that, there are things out there in this world that go beyond what can be seen and what can be felt. And Karma, she is a fucking bitch. And Karma will get you. And as I kept my word, I've watched the language. Other than that, I'm waiting for an apology, Chris Geo, of this quote-unquote truth radio frequency or lie radio, whatever you want to call it. I didn't use your trademark. You filed a complaint against me because me infringing on your trademark. That was a fucking lie. How many other people have you tried to silence this way because you have your panties in a bunch and you think you're the only one who has a right to use words that are older than you and patent them and claim that, well, my trademark gives me this right. No, it doesn't. That phrase is older than you, boy. No matter your pretend claims of insanity, guess what? That phrase, those words, they're way older than you. And you thinking that you're the original creator of it? No, you're not. You're insane if you think that way. I'm waiting for an apology, Chris. You're the one who started this. You're the one who claimed that this contract I didn't have to sign applies to me. You're the one who opened this can of worms. You're the one who put truth or this beyond the veil or whatever you want to call it accountable to pay me half of the value of that contract. You did it. I got the emails and the complaints that you filed. This is on your back, Chris. This is your doing, Chris. Think about it. Bye.